Hi everyone, I'm back for another TFNation 2017 response video. There have been a lot of people who've been doing or been covering this particular subject. I'm not going to name names because I'm going to forget someone. I don't want to do that, but we've had ones I've seen so far. There's been familiar faces, some who've not uploaded stuff to their channel for a while. People who are going to TFNation for the first time. It's going to be their first Transformers convention, and it's great to see new people there having the courage to get in front of the camera, that's never easy. Telling us what their top 5 things. This is the main subject of this video. Responsive bodies. It's the top 5 things that you're looking forward to the most at TFN 2017. Now, my top 5, they're not in any particular order of preference or excitement level for each one, but here's my list. Most of them, other people have already said, and you might think, well, why can't you say something different? I could, I might do, but at the same time, I'm glad that people are excited about the same thing, even though if they're in a different order of preference for them, we're all excited about the same things, because we know what this fan was like, this community is like, and it means that TFNation, the crew, everyone involved, the volunteers, everybody, are all doing exactly the same thing. They know when to release information to, when you think, oh, they've just released information about this guest appearing, or this panel happening, or whatever the event or the subject might be. When we look at it, you think, oh, I'm really excited about that, oh, that's awesome. And then a week, 2, 3, 4, how many weeks later, I've only got 4 or 5 weeks still to go. Because again, you think, right, the fever picture's right, or we've had a bit of a lull, we've given people a chance to absorb the information and sort of see what happens and see the responses from us, and then getting out something else. Now, my list, as it goes, not in any particular order. Number 5, actually getting to the hotel. A lot of us said, I mean, the ways that people are getting to the hotel vary from your geographical location. Some people are going by plane, some are getting the ferry across and driving to a hotel, some are going on a coach, a train. If you're in a local area, if you're not that far, you probably still have to drive a bit, but within a little, you might be able to walk there. I personally, I'm staying at a caravan park or caravan site. In theory, it's only sort of 5-10 minutes away from Hilton, so I'll be there a reasonable time on the Thursday. And you might think, oh, why are you excited about getting here? I'm excited to get there because I'm going to be there from the Thursday to the following Monday. It gives me a chance before all the different sort of all the different things that happen over that weekend kick off. It gives me a chance to sit down in the bar with my friends who will be already in ones that will sort of show up the same day or later day, or say whenever. Especially the Thursday, we can just sit there, we can have a proper chat. I mean, as Tony was saying, yeah, we can stand. Tony somewhere this G1, as he was saying, yeah, we can sort of chat on Facebook or Skype, or leaving comments on on each other's videos, or Twitter, or whatever form of social media we use, and that's fine. We can sort of chat on the phone, we can text each other. That's fine. Some of us who live sort of close to each other can hang out more often. That's awesome. But for me, this is the one time where a good percentage of my friends, surrogate family, however I look at you and regard you, we're at one place, one time, and we can just kick back, relax, we can have a laugh, we can talk about everything and anything, and enjoy ourselves. So that leads into number 4, the people. The people I'm lucky enough, extremely lucky enough, to class as friends, some of you are surrogate family, I don't have any biological brothers or sisters. I've got cousins I count as brothers and sisters because they're close in age or similar interest. But when I'm hanging out with my friends at the Hilton for TFNation, I can be myself. Yeah, I still put on a bit of an act, but that's more my own natural sort of shyness and sort of insecurities. I'll admit it, I've just admitted it. But we all, to a degree, some of us have a similar thing we have to deal with. Social anxiety, depression, what have you. When we're at the hotel, we sat in the bar or we're in the dealer's room or one of the panels, wherever we are, chilling out in one of our rooms, and there's a one-on-one chat, just talking about stuff we don't want to share with anyone else. It's a personal thing, but you know as a person you can talk to, and they're not going to tell anyone else, they're not going to judge you or anything else. That's it, you can let your guard down, you can just be yourself. We're all there. At the end of the day, as Tony's saying, we're all there for the same reason. We love Transformers, whether it be comics, the animated series, the movies, the toys, whatever got you into Transformers in the first place. We've all got that in common. And you'll find when you're sat in the bar and you're sat next to someone you don't know and you're just paying attention to what they're saying, oh, have you seen the latest episode of, I don't know, Power Rangers or Star Trek, or Doctor Who, or what do you think of this particular actor playing a version of the Doctor from Doctor Who? And you think, oh, I like Doctor Who. You wait till there's a lovely conversation, you say, oh, yeah, I thought, say for example, Tom Baker as the fourth Doctor was a great actor, but I prefer David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, what have you. So you'll find you'll have at least, other than having Transformers in common with someone, you'll also find a common interest, say with Star Trek or whatever TV series or film franchise, other fandom you're into. It's bound, it's going to be a load of people there, and it's going to be at least half a dozen minimum of other people who like the same thing as you. If you don't know, you know them off YouTube, but you don't know them personally. You say, oh, add me on Facebook. We're in after the event. If you don't live nearby, you can stay in touch on Facebook or Skype. If you do, you've made a new friend. Someone else shares your interest. It's awesome. Number 3, the toys. Now, I know some of us couldn't care less about the plastic crap that's on offer. Fair enough, I don't care. I know what I'm looking for. If I get just a few bits I really want to get, if I get them, awesome. If I don't, I can get them at a later date. I'm not too fussed. Some of us don't like the toy, say for the cartoons of the original G1 comics. Fair dues. You like the IDW comics or stuff in by Dreamwave, what have you. But look, the opportunity that's given to you when you're at TFNation is the dealers that you might not, or the shops and companies you might not have heard of, or you don't order from, or you don't even know exist. They have the latest stuff. A good percentage of them will have G1 stuff, G2 stuff, Beast Wars, animated, Unicorn Trilogy stuff, movie stuff, crying out loud from 5-10 years ago, however long ago. Yeah, most of the stuff you can pick up nowadays from shops in a high street or a supermarket. But this, especially places like TFNation, the prices, yes, I'll give you might think a bit steep, but bearing in mind the import duty and stuff these companies had to pay, but then you will see stuff you wouldn't normally see ever, if at all, hardly ever, if at all, in the UK, on UK shores. So that's always worth looking out for. There's always, you've got a toy you've had for years and that's missing the guns or any other weapons or accessories. There's a good number of them. Should I have a drink? Too hot today. You'll have, say for example, G1 Highbrow headmaster figure. he can be missing a canopy for his cockpit, or missing the guns, what have you. There's always a good 2 or 3 stalls that will sell all the accessories, and it's nothing quite like root for little bags or boxes or whatever they have of all the accessories, and then thinking, oh, I'm after this is the gun, have you got it all? So look, found it. And when you get it home, and Tony said there's one of his videos, I think the last one, he was at last year's convention or another convention, and he found all missing character and other components he needed to complete a G1 Minosaur. He said the second he got home, he went upstairs, got the rest of the Decepticons down, got them all into the modes they needed to be, combined it, and he was over the moon. That is how it feels. Number 2, the guests. When it was first announced that Hal Rail from G1 and his wife Maggie Roswell, the Simpsons voice actor, which came out of nowhere and has really impressed a lot of people, myself included. And I'll admit, I was a fan of the Simpsons a while ago, but I don't watch it so often now. But I'm still really impressed and admire the crew for extending an invitation to Maggie Roswell, because she's done loads of stuff during the 70s, 80s, 90s, same as how a lot of the actors have done. So you're giving us a unique opportunity to not only meet, for what I've heard from friends, in how Rail is a generally down-to-earth person as a G1 voice actor, sorry. But we're doing the same with Maggie Roswell. Venus Terzo, I'm a massive Beast Wars fan. Last year I met Richard Newman. Really lovely guy, he's down to earth. And I've heard good things, I've heard really nice things about Venus as well. So I've stuff for her to get signed, I'll say to sign. And then last but not least, when they announced about a week or 2 ago, Mark Ryan. It's the 10th anniversary of the movieverse, Bayverse, whatever you want to call it. And I don't think anyone in a million years even considered the fact, or even considered the chance that at one point we'd get to meet someone who's not only got a really impressive resume of stuff he's done in the past, but someone who's done the voice for Bumblebee, Jetfire, and Lockdown in the last 5 films now. And he's a local, he's up north, he's up from Yorkshire. I can't even comprehend this. Mark Ryan, Bumblebee, I love him as Jetfire, actually adore him as Jetfire. I'm gonna have to say to him, I love the fact that in the film, especially in Revenge of the Fallen, and he's surrounded by these American aircraft or American military aircraft, ultimately, and that's SR-71 Black, but you can't get more American military jet than that. And he gives it the old man, crotchety, almost sort of stereotypical British accent. That's what I have to say. So let's cover those 2. But the 5th thing, I've covered the important things. I think actually getting there, spending time with dear friends, the toys, the guests. But the most important thing I'm looking forward to the most, whether I say at the start of the weekend, I might say on a Sunday, whenever I get the chance, is whether time of night or early hours of the morning it might be, I'm in the bar, or at some point over the weekend I'm going to make a point. No, not gonna help with prices, I'm not. Is making sure at some point, whenever I get a chance, to see members of the committee, and any of the volunteers I'll speak to during the weekend, and I'll make sure I let them know how much I appreciate the fact that if paid to go to the event, do the same as us, see a guest, buy toys or comics or what have you, and enjoy their weekend. But they're also completely free of charge volunteering to help out the committee with making sure people don't go into particular areas if that's being set up for a panel or what have you, and making sure as people go in they've got the wristbands or whatever the form of identification will have this year to make sure they can go into sort of like a cosplay contest or a script reading or what have you. And they're doing it completely free of charge because they know the committee needs they need people to help out. They get appreciated, and I'll do that. But I'll also make sure at some point, whether it be, I'll try and do it at a convention. If not, I'll do a thoughts video and a haul video as a given. I'll make sure that every member of the committee I have the opportunity to speak to. I'll shake their hands or what have you. Or give a hug, whatever. I'll just say, I'll keep it simple. Thank you. I'm saying it now because last year's convention, for their first ever convention, was outstanding, and I'm going to make a point over that weekend of saying in person, but it means more. That's nice saying in the video, but saying it and just saying thank you. The amount of hard work, energy, and everything they go through, they not only have to deal with things going on in their work lives or personal lives, whatever else is going on, they do this all year round. As soon as the last convention's finished, they're planning for this year, they're planning for next year, they're probably planning 2 or 3 years, if not further, in advance, trying to see what voice actors would like to attend in future events. The writers, the comic book artists, the colourists, the inkists, the letterers, anyone who works in the franchise in any way, shape or form who they think people would like to meet and actually say, oh, I love this particular issue from the Marvel G1 comics or IDW stuff, what have you. I can't even begin to comprehend how many days and hours and the amount of time they put into it. And I don't think they want the praise or the accolations, but they do it for us. They're fans themselves. It's a convention by fans for fans, and it blows other Transformers conventions. I'm not going to name any, but it blows them out of the water. So I think I've rambled on long enough, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I shall try and get another video done. Not TFN related, I'll wait till there's any more big announcements, or been a couple of announcements. There might be, but we're getting very close. I will just double check. I think Tony sent this video yesterday. Where's my countdown? It's 31 days. We're right on the precipice. It's under a month away, so it's gonna be awesome. I've got no doubt whatsoever. I know if anything, last year's anything to go by, this year's convention is going to be fantastic. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.